Welcome to the Lancashire Lad podcast. So, welcome to the Lancashire Lad podcast. This is episode 20, and today, as you can see, I am joined by a very big man, and it's none other than former Britain's strongest man, Graham Hicks. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
I've been trying to get you for a couple of months, haven't I? It's the stars didn't quite align, but today, we've got you. We're up and running. So, how's things with you anyway? You okay?
I'm good. I'm just very busy at the moment. I've took a bit of a career break from British Aerospace this year. Obviously, we've got the gym that we've opened down the road.
Where's that gym at? Just tell us about that.
So it's the old VVV gym.
Yeah. In Morecambe.
But what we didn't really know what we were going to do with it. I've had a gym for years. I've lost money on the gym for years.
Right.
In the last gym, it was costing me £700 a month just to train.
Yeah.
The strongman's not the biggest paying sport because I've always worked. So we moved here, and the idea was, there's loads of different ideas, but was just get enough members to pay for the rent.
Yeah. And
then we have a room next door where my wife has set up a separate business with Brian Shaw from America.
Okay.
4 times world's strongest man.
Yeah.
He has a range of products that he sells that's
right.
very big in the market, but he wanted a UK distributor and hopefully a European distributor.
Right, and you're that.
So that's what we're getting into now. He's done well off it. If you watch his YouTube channel, he's building a massive house, So,
well, that could be you in a year.
Let's hope, yeah. But we're good. I'm busy, and I don't know where my hours in the day seem to be disappearing to. I've got 3 kids.
Yeah.
And we care for my wife's sister, who is mentally disabled. So technically, we have 4 kids.
Right. Yeah.
So we're busy. We are very busy, but
full throttle ahead. It sounds.
I would rather be busy than be bored.
Yes. No. Well, the devil makes work for idle hands, doesn't it? Of course.
I think I've always kind of thrived off being busy. I think, when you're bored, I'm less productive anyway.
Yeah.
And I've got my online coaching business as well. I coach clients through my phone. The world's very busy for me at the minute, but it's good.
That's good. Good to hear that you're very busy and stuff. So, obviously, as we said before, former Britain's strongest man. You are obviously a bodybuilder and obviously someone who lifts weight, a strongman, etc. Where did you get the bug to do this? Because I remember meeting you years ago, and I think you just started out, and you were in physically good shape, but you were a lot bigger now. So what was it? Yeah. What was it there? What made you go, "Hey, I like this"?
I think it's just. I think, to be honest, every male does like it.
Yeah.
How many arm wrestles have you had in your life?
It doesn't matter how many I've had. I've lost every one.
But it's just a male thing. We all at some point go to the gym.
Yeah.
I just enjoyed it, probably more than others.
Yeah.
And I had a bit of a bug when it was the old Total Fitness. They had the 50 kilo dumbbells.
Right.
And nobody could use them. And I was only young.
Yeah.
And it was a big thing trying to get up to dumbbell press on an incline.
Yeah.
These 50 kilo dumbbells.
Right.
And I remember being the first proper person that could do it. And it was actually that got me talking to one of the other local lads who competed at under 90 kilos, strongman.
Right.
He said, "You should do strongman." And I was thinking, I don't even know what you're on about. And weirdly, normally most strongmen, kind of passionate strongman fans, they've watched it for years.
It's what they strive to do from a young age.
I didn't watch it. I was more into football.
Yeah.
I was a Man United fan. I played football. Now I couldn't give 2 monkeys about football. I really don't care about football, and I haven't done for a long time. But I stopped playing the minute I started doing strongman. I stopped playing football. And
well, it's probably very hard to play football when you're a big guy, isn't it?
The 2 sports don't correlate. If I was trying to get bigger and stronger, then playing 90 minutes of football was never going to work. It would just be injuries waiting to happen. But
of course, I didn't think of it in that sense.
and I think that's where most of the kind of the growing began, because when I started, I weighed 100 kilos when I started.
Yeah.
And I was playing football at that weight.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is off the top of my head, 16 stone maybe.
It'll be about,
but 15, 16 stone, which is big for a football player.
Yeah.
But I kind of just like to tackle people. I wasn't really bothered about the ball.
Physicality.
Yeah. So I kind of missed the boat with rugby because we didn't have rugby at school.
I was going to say, you know, rugby possibly would have been right up your street.
In fact, that's probably the answer to one of your questions later. But rugby is something that I think, had I got into it at a young age, I would probably have enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I don't even know the rules.
Yeah, but you know how to tackle someone, wouldn't you?
So,
that's the main thing.
You know, I was obviously always centre back or left. I was always in the back four somewhere, just trying to get dirty and get tackling.
So when you started, and obviously you got the bug, did you have, at that moment, did you have any plans, or did you have any aspirations to go, right, I'm going to try and be the world's strongest man? Or was it something that just developed?
Never.
So it was very casual in your thought process.
I just enjoyed it. And we had and the thing was, it's like almost like a club back then. I don't know what the weight class is now, but obviously I competed at under 105 kilo weight class.
Yeah.
And there was a big group of guys that competed in the north and the south and in the Midlands, and then we all met at the Englands and the UKs or the British, and it was all like a big social thing online. There's a website forum where everyone used to give each other shit.
I get you. No, you can swear.
But you used to give each other shit online, and you know, and it was a really almost addictive time, you know, to be doing strongman, and I just wanted to be the best 105. You know, I would see who was the fastest and want to be faster than him. Yeah. And then there was another one who was the strongest log presser or deadlifter, and I was like, I want to be better than them at that. Yeah. And I kind of moulded into, you know, in 2012 when I did the last 105 show, I was the best at everything. Yeah. But I was weighing 118 kilos. And I had to, on a Friday night, I had to stop eating and do this mega water cut like the MMA fighters. Yeah. And I made 105 kilos the next day. But it was 13 kilos I lost. Yeah, that's... how does that feel, though, going through that? What is it, headaches? Is it... Everything. Yeah, it's awful. But, you know, I was probably, obviously, the best looking physical shape of my life. Because there was no fat on me. I was 118 kilos of muscle, trying to eat chicken and veg all the time, but I just think my body didn't want to be there. So it was Kim who encouraged me. Kim's my wife. Yeah. She said, I think you should just do the opens, but obviously I'm 5'10". There's a big disadvantage on
both ways.
Well, yeah. I'm 5'10", and for example, Tom Stoltman is 6'9", you know, and it was just...
It's 6'9", is it?
Yeah, and it was obviously he wasn't around then, but I'm just thinking, you know, I'm out speaking about open weight. You can be as heavy as you want, but then obviously with the weight comes the height, and I was a bit uncomfortable about it. So I went with it anyway. I thought, sorry, I'll try, and I kind of got the bug for being the little guy beating the big guy. Yeah. And I made it to Worlds that first year. It was kind of a bit of a roller coaster. But
where was that at?
Los Angeles.
It's not a bad job, is it?
And it was surreal. You know, I'd gone from... I mean, I get it. I just did a PT session at the gym there, and a guy come in and he's like, I can't believe I'm stood in front of Graham Hicks, you know.
Yeah. How does that make you feel? Feel good?
It's nice.
Yeah,
you know, but I always make them feel welcome. I always make them enjoy themselves. I give a lot of time to any fans. Yeah. I always stop for a picture if anyone asks for it. I'm never arrogant or... Yeah. You know, it's nice, and it's nice that the sport is growing so much. I mean, I went to IKEA last week with my wife, and several people were stopping me. Yeah. That never happened years ago. Yeah. You know, I haven't even competed as much lately. Yeah. So, but, you know, it's just nice. But I never... You know, I went into the open weight category and was just enjoying trying to beat Terry Hollins and Lawrence Charlet, and every year I got a bit heavier and a bit heavier and a bit heavier, and you know, I weigh at the minute 150 kilos, but 2 years ago I was 168 kilos. Is
that when you were at your sort of limit of where your success?
That was too big. I won what happened was I won Britain's Strongest Man in 2019, and then Kim was due with Jazzy, so I said, I'm not going to do strongman anymore until we find a routine where I can commit to training more. Yeah. So I went down to training 3 days a week. Right. Powerlifting. So I didn't do any running around. Obviously, 1 day a week less training. And I just gradually got heavier again. And I went up to I was walking my daughter to school, and I was thinking I need to have a break. Yeah, you would. Because you get really bad back pump when if I put on weight fast, or even just put on weight now, my back feels it. And then I was like, oh my god, I'm so out of shape. Yeah. And it's only like for me to I don't even, it's like 200 metres.
But the thing is, I think cardio is probably something that if you're not training solidly, probably suffers a little bit, especially with your back as well.
Yeah, like now, what all I did then from that day, I made a decision that I needed to lose weight. I made a very, very small tweak to my diet. Yeah. Nothing crazy, but I just started doing strongman again. And your body's got a very weird thing. If I suddenly decide tomorrow that I'm going to be a marathon runner, it might take a few years, but your body changes to become a marathon runner. Yeah. Because that's what you start training. And so when I started doing strongman and started doing more of the moving events and trying to get more athletic again, I just got a bit lighter anyway. It sort of just happened. It wasn't like I was starving myself. So I always just fluctuate now between 150 and 155 kilos, but I never thought in my life I'd be that big. There's a picture of me with Vitalis Lalas when I first got on the scene, and I was sat next to him like this on a sofa, and we're leaning over for a picture, and he just makes me look like a small child because he was so broad, because he's 5'10". Right. And I kind of do that now to everyone else. I love it. Even like Brian, because we're friends with Brian, he even says when I sit side by side with me, he's like, you're fucking massive. Yeah. But you're 190 kilos. You couldn't be massive for me. Yeah. Obviously I'm a lot shorter, so I'm carrying more.
You mentioned a few names there from obviously the world that you perform in and things like that. Is there a hero? Is there a hero or someone that you look up to or did at the start? Or
no, not really.
Do you know? So I'm not surprised you've said that. The sort of impression I get of you is you're that laid back and sort of I'll just keep chipping away. And I can't imagine you being one of them people that really looks, what I'll be like in one day. No. I think you're quite happy with your own sort of journey, aren't you? And
you've got to compare yourself to yourself. Yeah. I think if you try and be someone else, I think Arnie used to say it, didn't he? Why try and be like somebody else?
I didn't realise the sledging that went on in that world of Arnold Schwarzenegger. I've seen him training with other bodybuilders and stuff, and they're giving each other shit all the time and stuff. And
the thing with that was a lot of their game was mental rather than physical. They had a lot of mental battles, and I think that's why he beat that Lou Ferrigno.
Well, it was him who was sledging
because I think he was the one that was to beat him, but because he was mentally disabled or whatever was wrong with him, he got in his head.
I've seen clips of his coach going, "Don't let him get to you, don't let him get to you."
He did, he got to him.
Yeah, he seemed to get to him all the time. So I tell you what I'm interested in finding out. I want you to, just as quickly as you can actually, talk me through your daily routine regarding food.
Well, I try and do something, but obviously my day gets muddled up.
Well, let's say when you're in flat out training for the Britain's Strongest Man or the World's, what would your daily food sort of process be from the morning?
Watch my YouTube channel. I'll have a video up soon.
Nothing like advertisers' YouTube channel on my YouTube channel.
I in the morning I get up, I have a shake now, as big as I am and as hungry as I've been all my life. I just can't eat in the morning. It's been my big Achilles heel. Yeah. I could probably go 2 or 3 hours before I end up eating. Yeah. But when I used to work, I used to get to work, obviously been awake then about 45 minutes and get a breakfast tray. Yeah. But now obviously I'm at home. So I just have a big smoothie in the morning. We've actually just worked out it's 1,100 calories. I didn't even think it was that many.
Okay, so it's quite a lot,
yeah. But I have that, and then a couple hours later I have bacon and eggs.
Yeah. How many bacon, how many eggs?
4 each.
Right, okay.
It's not crazy.
Yeah.
I tend to try, and if I'm eating at the cafe, I might have a few sausages in there. But the goal is 4 eggs, 4 bacon.
Yeah.
And then obviously a few hours after that, before I train, I have mince and rice.
Mince and rice?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Mince and rice is just dead easy.
Yeah.
And rice is really quick for carbs. So, and then when I'm training, I like rice crispy cakes.
Right.
They're massively popular now.
Chocolate ones or just
chocolate ones?
Yeah.
All
them.
lads in gym eat them. A lot of people that I know of eat them during training. Bananas and rice crispy cakes while I'm training. And then I've started having salmon on toast after I finish training.
Right, okay.
So that'd be.
Is it the same every day?
I'm trying.
Yeah.
But obviously, like, strongman's not my life.
Yeah.
So I can't just be like, right, all I'm going to do is this routine.
Yeah.
You've got kids to take to school, and we're here and there, come to podcasts, like, it's like...
Yeah.
It's just, there's just always seems to be something that just sort of pushes a meal out somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is what I'm trying to achieve. Anyway, I'll eat that, and then we'll have the evening meal. We're trying to have steak and...
I forgot about the evening meal.
Yeah.
Biggest one of the day.
Yeah, but we're trying to have steak and potatoes with veg at the evening meal, me and my wife, because she's competing. She eats really well, to be fair.
Yeah.
But I was like, she was having steaks and I was eating mince. And I thought, no, I'll have steak as well. So.
It's more enjoyable, isn't it?
And then later on...
there's another one.
Yeah,
right, okay.
Because I've got a really bad problem, and I've had it for years. I wake up like 3 a.m. hungry.
Right.
And what do you eat at 3 a.m? I used to go down and eat like whatever chocolate I could find in the cupboard.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a little bit, it'd end up being, I come down in the morning and I go, where's all that chocolate gone?
You ate it?
And I've got it all on my face. But I have, I've started having like Alpro yogurt with just loads of fruit in.
Yeah. So it's like a job in its own with the food, isn't it?
Yeah, but like I'm also pretty chilled. Like,
so what do you say calories is altogether for a day?
We try to work it out because I'm going to do it for the YouTube.
Talking about 4,000, 5,000?
It'll be more than that.
More?
Because I think just the first 2 meals.
Yeah, it will be more. Yeah,
2,000 calories.
Yeah.
The mince and rice will probably be 1,000. The steak and potatoes way over 1,000. So probably about 6 or 7.
It's a lot, isn't it?
It is.
But obviously, with what you're doing, your body
but
needs it.
At the same time, like if I miss one, I'm not gonna stress.
Yeah.
As long as I can eat before I train, and I eat after at some point, I tried with a lot of clients. I try and explain this. Life isn't simple, and it's not easy. It's not meant to be easy. If you miss a meal, or if you can't finish your training session, just park it. Go, move on, move forward. Stop looking back. And
it's a great mentality, that.
Yeah, that's the problem.
A lot of people, I struggle with that. A lot of time, if I've not done something that I feel like I should have done, or I've fallen off the wagon with something, I let it bother me too much. So for you to bring that up and obviously have that ethos,
I've missed loads of training sessions in my life, and like if I'm training for a big show and then I don't know, the kids might be ill, or good example is tomorrow's bank holiday. So we're going to have all the kids and we need to train. And the same on Monday. But I'm not going to let it stop us. And if we don't get the proper sessions in, we don't get them in.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Absolutely.
And you move forward.
Yeah.
Be grateful that I've got 2 arms and 2 legs and I can still do it.
It's a great way to look at life, and I think there's a lot of people that can't grasp that. And I struggle with it, to be fair, myself. Graham, let's talk about winning Britain's Strongest Man, because it's some feat.
Yeah.
And am I right in saying you came second twice?
I came second.
Before you won it?
Yes.
So you come second twice. Obviously coming second must have been frustrating, but also at the same time, hey, I'm the second strongest man in Britain. When you finally got there in 2019, and when the dust has settled and Graham Hicks is Britain's strongest man, how did that feel?
I'm fucking back at work Monday morning.
I was hoping there was going to be. Oh, it felt brilliant. I love how laid back and how things you look at. Did you not feel proud of yourself?
Of course I did.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, I'm a realist. I never really thought that I could win World's Strongest Man because of my height. Like, I know that anybody that knows Strongman and knows me now knows how actually statically, when I'm not injured, there's very few people in the world that can keep up with me.
Yeah.
But obviously Strongman's not about that.
Yeah.
And at Worlds, there's always like things like a truck pull or a fingerless finger or keg toss that can just suit Joe Bloggs next door who's taller, who never trained it, will have a better chance of beating me.
Yeah, because of height.
My whole life. Because of height. It's physics.
Yeah.
So I always had the goal that I wanted to win Britain's Strongest Man. I was like, I really want to win that title.
Yeah.
And then obviously I want to win Europe's Strongest Man now. That's like something I have my eye on. But yeah, I won it, and it was. I actually came third in 2017.
Right.
Second.
So it was a general. Yeah. That's fantastic though. Yeah. What a nice little trajectory to go up. And
I mean, I think I could have beaten Eddie in 2018, but I was actually. I mean, I don't play up to stuff like this, but I was sick the week before.
Yeah.
I had the norovirus basically.
Right.
And I came in. I think I was like 5 kilos lighter than I was even normal.
Yeah.
And like I could have beaten him, but it just wasn't my day.
What's he like?
He's all right.
I watched that boxing.
Yeah.
And I was watching the build up, and I couldn't work out if I liked him or not.
No, it is. I don't know with Eddie. Sometimes I think he's Marmite, but like before Eddie even got really well known, we used to knock about at Worlds together, and you know, because I came on the scene at a similar time to him. Yeah. And I've always thought, what a laugh he is.
Yeah,
sometimes he's a bit over the top, just because I'm the way I am. I like to be chilled out and not really be centre of any attention.
You strike me as that sort of person, to be
fair. He's fine, you know, like a lot of people don't know the real Eddie. I don't really know the real Eddie.
Does Eddie know the real Eddie?
Yeah, but you know, he's a decent bloke and he's a good laugh.
That's good to hear, because like I said, I only got to really see a lot of him, his personality through that boxing build-up with his bravado. But I think he was probably trying to sell stuff.
When someone gets a camera and puts it there, people sort of act up to it.
Yeah.
You can't deny he's done well off it. You know, he's making himself a lot of money by being that character.
Absolutely, I see that.
But you know, me, I'm just not that way. I wish I was. Maybe I'd be worth more money. But
get in the ring.
Well,
beat Eddie at that.
being it in face.
Yeah, fair enough. Who does? So, out of all the disciplines you do, what is your favourite?
Probably deadlift.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And when you're competing against others, you think, I've got you here?
I never used to be like that.
No?
My deadlift's stuck up the last couple of years.
Right.
But yeah, if I go into a contest and it's got deadlift,
you're happy?
I'm always top 2. Yeah.
And what's the worst one that you think,
There's several. But yeah, usually any grip, because like, I've not got big hands.
Yeah.
And
is that the one where you like
any grip, all Hercules hold, farmers. My grip's pretty good for someone with small hands, and what I've managed to achieve in my career, I think my grip's pretty good. But like, I'll never beat a Mark Felix.
Yeah.
His actual hand span from palm to end of his middle finger is, I think, nearly 13 inch.
Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yes.
Wow.
It only just fits.
So just to let you know, that's that.
Yeah, it only just fits. When they put his handprint on the programme for the contest, it only just fit on an A4 sheet of paper. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Who's the best to ever do it, in your opinion?
Zydrunas. Zydrunas started competing at like a teenager, and he still competes now. And I think he said that he's got like over 300 trophies in his house.
Yeah.
But like, he's just been consistent throughout his career. And like, the thing that annoys me, like really annoys me, was that Marius won it 5 times.
Yeah.
But like, anyone that gets into football, like, would never just pick someone that won the Premiership 5 times and then never won the Champions League.
Yeah.
You'd look at the club as a whole.
Yeah.
And as an athlete as a whole, Marius is nowhere near.
Yeah.
You know, like Zydrunas.
Is Marius the
Polish? Yeah, but like,
is it?
The thing is as well, what people don't know, like with the evolution of the sport, when World's Strongest Man was World's Strongest Man, when Marius was winning, there was actually another World's Strongest Man called IFSA World's Strongest Man, where a lot of other athletes were competing.
Right.
That Zydrunas was winning. So they were separated.
Yeah.
A bit like WWE. Really,
Yeah.
You know, like,
WCW back in the day.
They got separated, and the Judas then came over, and he beat Marius in the last Worlds.
Yeah.
And then obviously went on to win 4 more, but 3 more, 4 in total.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like Judas won it 4 times, Brian's won it 4 times. Marius has won it 5, but he's not the best.
Was he a kickboxer as well?
He's into all that.
I seem to remember him doing a spinning heel kick.
He does he does MMA now, but I think he just used to. I think he was always double jointed and could do it.
Right.
Just had that about him.
So, how old are you now?
36.
And what's left for you then?
Plenty. You know.
Plenty. So that's what you feel.
Yeah. What I say to myself and what I say to others is, if I was a car and I had miles, then my miles isn't as high as what people think it is just because I'm 36. Because I've actually only started lifting when I was 25 properly, and then I had a couple of years out with an injury, and then I took some time out because of babies.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I haven't like I've done 10 years of competing. My body's fucked. Like I've got injuries, but like now I'm addressing them, and I'm actually feeling really confident about everything. I feel like if I get this rehab I'm doing right, I'll have another 15 years.
Right, so you can seriously wanting to go up to 50 then?
Yeah, well, Felix is in his 55. He still competes, but like, you know, I generally like watch him, and I think if you do it right, there's at least another 10 years.
Yeah.
Because like what I've done for the last 10 years, the first 6 or 7 years was wrong.
Yeah.
The way I trained, the methods I did.
Yeah.
I just rode it luck really because I was young.
Yeah.
And then like when you start like when I had my bicep surgery and obviously the groin injury, you start to learn more about what you kind of should be doing.
Yeah. And
the things that you should be doing are what will keep you going.
What's the worst injury you've had?
The groin injury.
Did that go mid-discipline?
Yeah, I was squatting, but I'd done like a loading race and sort of like strained it, and then I was doing a squatting session and I felt it pop, and it bruised. You know, even like I've had issues like with my left testicle because it's down there.
Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh.
Yeah, well, no, it's funny, you know, like, but like it's just in such a delicate place.
Yeah.
You know, in the junction down there, and it's just been, and I've redone it like twice.
Yeah.
And the latest one was January, just because I'm feeling good and I chuck weights on that I normally can do, and then I retweak it again. Has
it been reconstructed with rubber?
Oh, I didn't get it. It wasn't. It never came off.
Right.
I had my bicep surgery. That was all attached.
Yeah.
They put like a button on the back end,
right,
drill through your bone and all this stuff. But
lovely.
That's fine. Like 12 weeks later, I was back to normal.
Right, but that one's
this has been like, I did it last April.
And are you still feeling it now?
Yeah. But like I'm feeling it now because I'm trying to improve it. I'm trying to get around the injury. You know, and I'm doing the rehab properly this time, not rushing.
Yeah.
You know?
I think that's just a natural thing in sport, that a lot of people in a high level sport, they always try and rush back a lot of the time.
Well, what happened was we had the Britain's Strongest Man in October, and I was like, right, it wasn't good, but I managed to get through the comp, and I came third, but like I was like 80%.
Yeah.
I was like, right, I'll be ready for the Britons in February, but we moved the gym. I didn't train for 4 weeks, and then when I started training, I just tried to rush, and then come January, I re-tore it. Not to the extent that it was as bad, but it puts the brakes on everything.
Oh, absolutely, and I bet it's so frustrating as well.
It's massively, because I look forward to the gym, but then when it starts affecting your life, like getting out of bed, playing with kids, taking a shit, it's a constant reminder that injury's there, and you know, but nobody's ever got anywhere without an obstacle, and it's just an obstacle.
Absolutely. No, I'm really impressed by your outlook on life and how you look at things that are in front of you. It's really admirable. Final question for you.
Yeah.
Can Graham Hicks win World Strongest Man?
Maybe.
Is that? I bet lots of people had the Bet365 accounts. Is he going to say yeah? Now, Well, listen.
With the right events,
yeah,
anybody can win.
right.
Strongman.
But that's the target, surely.
Yeah. Of course,
Yeah.
But I'm not going this year because of the vaccine issue.
Right.
I haven't had it.
Neither have I.
Not going.
No.
I won't get into it. I'm not into politics.
Yeah.
I'm just not going to have it because I don't think I need to. So
I'm in the same boat.
yeah. If I felt like I had to have it for my own benefit and my own health, then I maybe do. I'm not taking it just to travel.
Where's it at this year?
America.
So America is still very strict on it. Yeah.
I can't justify taking something like that just to get into a country. I don't.
You seem in the same camp as Novak Djokovic.
Of course.
Yeah. And I think I'm in total agreement. So listen, before we leave, we're going to ask you 10 questions that were designed by Bernard Pivot. I know you're really looking forward to this. Before we do, though, of course, you're into your training and you're still competing at a high level, but you're also training people as well.
Yeah.
And with that comes your own YouTube channel.
Yeah.
If people at home want to see your YouTube channel and subscribe, how do they do it?
Yeah, you just search Graham Hicks and I'm sure you'll find it.
On YouTube? Is that the name of the channel, Graham Hicks?
Probably.
You can lead a horse to water.
Yeah.
Right, so listen, it's been great chatting. We're going to fire through these questions for you then. So just answer as quick as you can. It's people's favourite, this. You always fast forward to this bit sometimes.
Right.
They're like, oh, I haven't watched the whole interview, but I like the 10 questions at the end. I'm like, oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
Right, so the questions are...
Is it no holds barred?
No holds barred. You answer how you want. So what is your favourite word?
Shit.
What is your least favourite word?
Cunt.
I agree. My mum hates it. Oh, she does. What turns you on?
My wife's tits.
What turns you off?
Fat people.
Oh, fair enough. That could cause quite a reaction. I could lose your subscribers. Who knows? What sound or noise do you love?
Probably the ocean.
Ooh, good answer. I've not had that before.
Yeah.
What sound or noise do you hate?
People chewing with their mouth open. Yes.
Yeah, my lass has a go at me for that.
Yeah.
So we probably better not go out. Okay, so what is your favourite curse word?
Shit.
Fair enough. Nice and mild. What profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
Rugby.
Yeah, I can see that. I think you'd be. I think there would have been a position in rugby that you'd have been very good at. On the back row, probably, or something along them lines. What profession would you not like to do?
Boxing. Don't like getting punched in the face.
Who does?
No.
And finally, if heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
It's all you can eat buffet, and your bed's over there.
Fair enough. Graham, thank you very much. It's been an absolute pleasure. Once again, this is the 20th episode of the Lancashire Lad podcast. Please subscribe to the channel, click the alert notification bell, and you can find out when I'm releasing new content. And if you're so kind, give it a share. Graham, thank you very much. See you soon.